Y'all just don't know. You just don't know. Like, I just had to get on here. Like, gosh, I'm literally speechless, but I got bars all at the same time. I'm getting ready to talk about this QC Super Bowl party where these dancers, okay, went all the way to Miami for the Super Bowl, okay, and they stranded. What's the day? What's the day? Wednesday. Super Bowl was Sunday. Some girls still in Miami who traveled from out of town to go down here and get this little money, okay? They went down there to get the little money. Who knows what they invested, what they paid. They have jumped through all the hoops, and they go to this party. So I got bombarded this morning, okay, with information about this place, about this event. And so as I go on and I research and look at QC Super Bowl party, I see that basically it was a Super Bowl party where there was a bunch of rappers and strippers, okay? And, everybody trying to celebrate, they're, all of the women who traveled out of town for the Super Bowl went to go get money. They just like, oh my God, they're going to be throwing money because it's Super Bowl. Every time an event happens, money follows, right? Even when, I remember when the All-Star Weekend came to Atlanta, the club I was at was off the chain. You know what I mean? Every club, people came to the city to spend money there, right? Just like you got all of these posts about the Super Bowl show, the halftime show about the bondage, everybody showing about the pole dance, that wasn't appropriate and all of that stuff. But I'm going to tell you something. There are people that travel to capitalize off of that. Hey, everybody. There are people who they knew that money was going to be spent, and they were trying to go get the money. Okay, there are a lot of sex trafficking and all of that happening. But this is why I'm going live. Okay, there is a video of these girls being stranded at the airport. They sitting around looking like refugees. They got blankets over their heads sitting on their suitcases, and they can't make a move. Not to mention that once they came into this party, okay, they went to the party. Upon them coming in, they had to sign a paper saying, and I'm gonna put this link. I'm gonna put the link to this in this at the bottom of this, so y'all can go look and see what I'm talking about. They had to sign a contract saying that they wasn't gonna pick up no money. Okay, so the thing about it is, I just gotta highlight how the industry is working. Yes, I used to be a dancer. Okay, in the year 2000, 2002, 2003, all that right there, people wasn't throwing money at people. People wasn't throwing money, and it wasn't like an activity to throw money, like it's like above yourself or even at somebody. It was like, hey, somebody is entertaining me. They dancing real good, so I'm gonna give them some money. I'm gonna give them $20 in their hand. I'm gonna give them $50 in their hand. I'm gonna give them $100 in their garter belt. Okay. So, they started throwing money. It got real crazy because that's what people came to do. They don't care what's going on. It's a few things that happen that's very disturbing at this QC Super Bowl party. A lot of females, young females, showed up. Hey, Casey, they showed up expecting things, right? They expected to get this money. They always say, we threw $1 million. They threw $1 million in this building. But, if you sign a paper saying you can't touch it, then what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? In the year 2003, 2000, and this is what y'all are selling. See, the reason I have to reference the year is because it's 2020 and they're not letting you do what they're showing you. So when you go on Instagram, okay, and you see everybody throwing money and you see all the girls making money, they raking it up, okay? They sweeping it up, they throwing it in a bag and all that stuff. All of that money don't even go to them, okay? They signed a contract saying that money wasn't for them. That money was going to the club or wherever organization or institution arranged all of that, and they were going to get paid a set fee. So the reason I got to make this video is so that I can help understand and help explain what I tell people. It ain't no more money left in this game. Okay? Because they're not doing it right. They're not doing it how they used to do it, right? You look on this video, you will see it look like $1 million on the floor. It's $1 million. The whole floor is covered with money. Okay. So while it's covered with money, you just like, okay, well, them girls made their money tonight. They didn't, because they can't even touch it. They can't even pick it up, right? Then they were saying that these girls couldn't even leave Miami with the money. It was in the contract, from what I understand, that you cannot leave with this money. Okay? So they stuck in the airport. They stuck in the airport with all of this money. Well, some of the girls said they had the money, and then they were saying, well, you can't travel with this money or whatever. But with this eyelash coming off, let me take it off. Look, y'all, it's deep. It's serious. Let me tell y'all something. You look online, you see all the money. Okay, you see all what they baiting you with. But then when you realize the truth of it, you can't take the money out. They are pimping y'all. Okay? When they tell you, yeah, man, we throwing thousands, we throwing it. You don't even get to pick up your own money. I've worked in a club, and I only worked there for 2 days because I don't play like that. I worked in a club where they telling you that you can't touch the money. The security will get it, and they're gonna bag it up for you, and then they're gonna count it, and they're gonna give it to you. Who you think you're talking to? You don't play with me like that, okay? But when you got girls watching this, they watching all the money, they see all the girls, they're like, "Ooh, I could do that." I'm telling y'all, if y'all see this video where these little girls is sitting at the airport, looking broke, busted, and disgusted. They look so ashamed of themselves. You can't see their faces. They covering up their whole head. All you can see is their feet. And they are disgusted because they stuck. And this is the situation where these girls are being approached now. Now that you stuck. Now that you done made your way down here and you thought you was going to make all this money plus some to get back home. Now, this is where sex trafficking come in at. Okay, because for a long time, I couldn't even put sex trafficking and strip club together. Like, I didn't get it. I couldn't see how it was related. But this right here is how. When you got people who are in a desperate situation that they created, okay, you don't see how you just basically signed up to be in a desperate situation. Now you're trying to figure out how you're going to get home, and you're going to do whatever you need to do to get back to the house. And I'm talking to the young girl. I'm telling you, what would you do? What you gonna do if you're in this situation where you like, oh, me and my cousin, me and my friend, we going down here, we getting this money, we gonna dance, okay? We gonna get some money. And then when you get down there, they tell you to sign a paper, you sign it, then they say, hey, you can't take no money out of here. We're gonna pay you a fee. Then they don't pay you no fee. You still stuck at the airport, okay? It's the industry is not the same. It's not to be trusted. It's not something that you can bank on. You know what I mean? A lot of people are think about all the money you invest in before you even see any money. You know what I'm saying? You have put all of your money out here to get there. Okay? Not to mention who gonna keep your kids if you paid for that. You know, the gas if you drove down there. You know, it's so dangerous. It's already dangerous to be down there. And I don't care if you was in there with rappers. And see, the thing about it is we talking about the girl, like the most beautiful girls, you know, in front of the richest rappers. Okay, it happened to them. We're not even talking about the people who work at Breako and the girls who dance for them. What happened? Okay, because I can tell you about that too. Those girls get followed home. Okay, and they get robbed on their doorstep. Hopefully they don't get shot too. But I'm going to tell you something. The money that you see is just to lure you in. And who knows what you was doing when you thought you was earning some money. Now, we ain't going to talk about, you know, where you like, you know what? I don't even have to think about this no more. I'm going to let them touch me. I'm going to let them do whatever. It don't matter. I'm finna get this money. And then you let them do all that. And them be the ones that follow you to your house and take their money right back. Or you done did all that. You haven't seen no money. And they ain't got no money and they get put out. And they don't even ask them for no money. It's so many different ways that this goes wrong. It's so many reasons why I had to leave the industry myself. But for the most part is that there's no money left, okay? I need y'all to know that. Is that, let me tell you something. It ain't about a name. It's about the culture of the club. People don't even expect, they don't respect it. They don't respect strip clubs because you can go on your phone, you can look at it for free. So really, look, when I go, I can do whatever I want to do. But after you get these girls enticed and feeling like they're going to come in and they're going to do, what they see on Instagram. They're going to be, making snow angels with money and all that. Then they just will accept whatever, they feel like, well, whatever I got to do, I'm going to get that money. I don't care what I got to do. And when they get in that situation, they have that attitude, they get taken advantage of. You sitting at the airport with your head covered. Okay, and I am not trying to make fun of them because it's messed up. Okay, and so on this link that I'm gonna send, Cardi B made her comments in it because she was there and she threw money and stuff, and she was saying how the girls don't dance no more. And that's my other point. If you're gonna aspire to be a dancer, you have to have some type of skill. If you don't, you're going to end up a prostitute selling your body for sex, for money, because you don't know how to dance. If you're going to be a dancer, sell dances. If you're going to be a dancer and stand there, they're going to start trying to buy your body. That's like very basic. And a lot of people maybe they don't have a problem with that, but I'm just saying, like, you're going straight into prostitution if you have an attitude where you don't feel like you have to dance, you just got to be cute. When you show up to a place where they got money and you just know you're going to get some money, you need to be prepared to work, be prepared to dance, right? But a lot of times when I'm listening to, and people bring me their daughters, they're like, hey, my daughter want to be a stripper, like, talk to her. And I'm telling them this, there's no more money left. They will show you some money, but I want to see somebody take some money to the bank and cash it in. And then if that person is actually showing that, I need for them to erase it, because then those are the people that's getting robbed. Like, none of this is okay. None of this is okay. Like the Super Bowl party, the not the Super Bowl party, but the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm just like, you know what? That was lame. That was real lame. But what's actually happening to actual people is so important. And this is why I had to go live, because people were rearranging their life to get down there and be in the presence of Super Bowl attendees so that they can get some money. And then they didn't. And some of these people are not going to make it back. And if they do make it back, who knows what they did to get back. But this is the prime climate for creating a sex trafficking victim. Okay? Don't make yourself a victim by putting yourself at the mercy of a stranger, by putting yourself at the mercy of a situation where you have no idea how it's going to go. You just believe that, you saw some money and they giving money out over there, I'm going to go. Don't do that. I just don't want you to fall for that. I had to make a live video. I don't go live a lot. I don't like to be on here just talking and running my mouth for no reason. But I need for you to understand what I'm talking about when I say in 2020, in real life, not online, not on Instagram, not on Facebook, not virtual reality. In real life, that money is not guaranteed to you, and it's really there to bait you, because I'm trying to figure out who got that money that's on the floor. Well, I threw 60,000, and then you get the rappers who just go live and start talking about what they threw. They don't even care if the girls get the money or not. They just want to throw money and be seen throwing money. They don't care if you will actually get anything. They're not concerned about that. So have your own back. You know what I mean? Have your own back, and just don't put yourself in situations where it looks good. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody else is doing it. And I should be there too. You don't know what actually for real happened. And when you get to a place and they're telling you to sign a piece of paper and you read it and they're telling you not to touch the money, they're telling you that you please read the fee, because he said, hey, you're going to get a set fee. And guess what? Everybody who threw the money, they have no say-so in any of that. All of the people who threw the money in a real strip club environment, the contract, if it is a contract, is between me and who I'm dancing for. Okay? In a lot of these clubs now, the clubs themselves are putting themselves into the transaction. Okay? We're not talking about how I got to pay you the bar fee, $65 for me to come in and get my money for my bills. We're talking about how much money I owe you after I paid you to come in that you see me making. Because $65 is nothing when you see me make 1,000, or when you see me make 2,000, or when you see somebody throw 2,000. Now all of a sudden, they don't need to touch the money and let the security sweep it up. The security is sweeping it up, bagging it up, counting it, and then giving you some. Why? That's how it is. I don't know why, okay? But that's how it's going. And so if you know that, I need you to know that. If you don't know, I need you to know that. And so you go into these environments where they're talking about they're getting these girls getting money, and it's gonna be a party, it's gonna be amazing, and all of this stuff. I need you to see this story right here and let you know that this happens more than they post. They just posted this because it was the Super Bowl, and they're telling the truth all of a sudden. But this happens so much. This is why when people try to lead the industry, hey, Hetty and Twinette and Courtney, I see everybody. Hey, y'all. When you see people trying to lead the industry, they don't have no money. Well, if they're making so much money, why they ain't got no money? Because ain't no money. It's a commercial. It's an infomercial. It's a lie. It's a presentation. It's something to get you in there, and then you try to fit. It's just like you trying to play the lottery. When you see a lottery commercial, you're like, you know what? I want to hit the lottery. Let me play the lottery. So you got to go play in order to win. So this is what the strip club has gotten to, and I don't care what nobody say. This is how it is. This is how it is. I don't did it long enough to know what it has gotten down to. And that looks about right. All that other stuff, I already know that's just a lie. That's something that people want to put out here. Why would you, this is the thing, this is the irony. When it was money in there, nobody knew, right? Nobody knew. Now they trying to show you money to come in so that you can come in. Hey, y'all, look at all this money over here. Look at all this money over here. Anywhere where money actually is, it's in danger of being like robbed, right? Like, why would I publicize this amount of money where, no, that's not true. Then you got clubs that will check your bag, and that club is closed now. Thank God. They check your bag on the way out the door so they can count your money, so they can make sure that they charge you a percentage, to make sure that you paid the proper percentage, because you have to pay them 10% of what you made. Now, tip is what you decide to give somebody, but they say it's a 10% tip out. How you gonna tell me what percent I need to give you when I already paid to come in here, and I've already paid to be here, and I done paid the DJ, and I done paid the house mom, and I done paid everybody, but you still got to count my money, and I can't get it counted until it's time to go. So when I got paid at 12 o'clock midnight, I couldn't even go to the cash machine then and turn all my ones in. I got to wait till 3 o'clock in the morning and get in a long line so that you can count all my money. And guess what? When you check my bag when I leave, if I have over 100 ones, you're going to find me $500. This is real stuff, guys. This is what they're not telling you before they tell you to get your permit, okay? Ask what the rules of the club is. Hey, tell me what the rules of this club is. Tell me what I got to do. That's what you need to ask if that's what you still plan on doing, Lord, after you find out all this information, Jesus. If you still trying to be a dancer, you need to ask questions like, hey, what are the rules? What does my night look like? When I dance here, what I got to do? I have to pay before I dance or after I dance? And when they start telling you, well, you got to pay after. Okay, so who do I got to pay and how much I got to pay and how y'all figure out how much I got to pay? And where y'all getting this number from? Do y'all pay the DJ or I got to pay the DJ? Do I got to pay the security or do y'all pay the security? How much is it a mandatory fee for the house mom? It's mandatory fees and then it's fee. Y'all got to find out these fees and y'all got to figure out how y'all getting paid. Okay? Don't just be in there flopping down on folk lap looking cute, dressing up, taking pictures and posting them, going live, doing all that, and you ain't got no money and you ain't even figured out how you going to get none. Okay? Don't just show up because what you seen online. Come and tell you something. I'm going to be honest. So when I was a dancer, the reason I even showed up to the clubs because I seen a music video. We didn't have social media. I saw a music video. It was money all over the stage. They were dancing. I thought it was a dance contest. I thought whoever won got the money. And that's why I'm like, well, I dance good. I could compete. I could win. So I showed up. Right? I've done this. I've gone to a club with expectation with limited information myself. This is why I'm making this video. It's not to make nobody feel bad. It's to help somebody and help you understand what you can learn when you see this. The Quality Control Super Bowl Party. That's what it's called. The irony. So the people who threw the money had no control over who got it. How? So did the promoters get it? Because you promote this event, you put all this money out to make sure people show up, and then you tell the girls you're going to pay them I'm gonna give everybody who came $1,000. Okay. How much did it cost them to get there? And you saying that y'all throwing $1 million and it's only what, 80 girls or something like that. So y'all got to be good with math, okay? And you got to be able to build rapport with people and get them to pay you directly. You know what I'm saying? This is what being a salesperson is. This is basically a club or an event or an overhead. Somebody is pimping. Pimping. This is what pimping look like. You get girls to show up with a promise. That's coercion. This is a whole nother conversation now. But I'm just breaking down what's happening. Especially when you got contracts involved. You're luring people with a promise. Okay. Now, they didn't read the contract. They didn't see what the fee was. That's not your fault. But still, you're presenting it to be a certain way. The money is being thrown. They're not able to get the money that's being thrown. Why would anybody else be able to get it? I'm trying to figure out where would it go. And then you end up with nothing. Nothing. You have nothing. And when I say nothing, it's because what you paid to get there is more than what you ain't even broke even. Or you did break even, and then we don't even know what you did to get the money. So really, you paid money to get stuff done to you if you let something happen. So I'm very, very upset because of the deterioration of this whole thing. It's sad, everybody like, oh my God, like, the club is bad, the strip clubs are bad anyway. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. It used to be fun. It used to be entertainment. People had respect, and they would at least pay the girls for dancing. Girls would at least dance. Hey, Catherine. People at least did their job, and people at least respect. It's no respect now. You as a young girl, young lady, you think it's cute, girl, I'm gonna go in there and give me some money. I'm telling you, it ain't no money in there. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't care what you see, man. I don't care what you see. And I really need for you to let folks know. You know what I'm saying? Because all these people that went down there, they probably have a whole thing where I wish I could dance, and they don't have what it takes for them to go get a permit and be a dancer, be legal and all that stuff. They just want to go and show up. But see, what you don't know is that they pimp you on that too. You get down there, you got to pay $500 for a permit. Or they want to they're upping everything because they're milking it. They're getting all the money out of it they can because they know people spending money too. The men, the organization, the production, whoever got all that money off the floor, pimped them girls. Pimped them girls. They got, and I know, Catherine, I know you know what I'm talking about, Catherine, because you go somewhere and you got girls just dancing, people throwing money, and nobody knows what's going on. But then when they start telling you can't touch the money, you like, okay, well, they're just going to continually throw the money. And the people that's paying, they don't care if you get it or don't get it. They just there to throw the money. And they leave, they go home. They went live, they showed off. They showed off for the other people that were there. They drank, they ate their wings, they smoked their weed or whatever. And they had a good time. And it's like, hey, whatever happens after that ain't my business. But it should be your business because you are the one that threw the money. You should care if the girl get it or not. Why would you throw that money and not even care? You know what I'm saying? Like, even as a person that's, you're objectifying women or whatever. But still, like, if I go to a restaurant and I leave, I make sure I put tips in people's hands. That's just probably where they come from. Just because I don't know who's gonna touch this money. I want to give it to the person that served me. Right, Catherine. It's straight pimping. And when you understand that you're being pimped, you understand what you're signing up for. I just want you to know what it is you're signing up to do. And I came on here with I tried to put some lashes on for y'all, but them things came off. I don't even care. But I had to jump on here, go live, and let y'all know when y'all look at this hashtag, okay, this QC Super Bowl party, this is what's really for real happening every day. Okay? And everybody is, kind of secretive about the bad nights. You don't want nobody to know when you had a bad night. You don't want nobody to know when you didn't make no money. You don't want everybody on your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it was just a bad night. And you keep going because now you gambling. You keep going. And you like, eventually somebody gonna pay me. Eventually something gonna work. Something gonna do. Something gonna come through. And then it just keeps being like that. You like, I just can't keep coming back in here. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave, and I gotta change my life. And this is what I'm here for. This is what I do. I work with women that's in transition who just figured out, you know what? They lied to me. I fell for it, and I'm tired of doing this. But now I gotta figure out how to unwrap my mind from basing everything I do on money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all one more thing before I get off of here. And I talk to a lot of women who used to dance or be in whatever life about having faith. Do you know how much faith it takes for you to go out of town, spend money that you don't have to get money from people you don't know and that you're not guaranteed to meet? Do you know how much faith that takes? Do you know how much faith that takes? If you can have that much faith in people you don't know, and most likely these are people who are robbing, stealing, killing, selling dope. These are street people that you're having a lot of faith in to come and pay your bills. You got a lot of, you get up, you with all the confidence in the world, you put your money up, you get your bar fee up, you go invest in this hair, these nails, these costumes, these shoes, this makeup. $60 a night for the makeup, $75 for the bar fee on the cheap end, okay? You know, you put a lot of money up, not to mention the $350 permit that you got to pay for every year. You put money in. Why? Because you believe you're going to get it back. Because if you didn't believe you was going to get it back, why would you do it? You believe that. You have faith in your ability to get money out of the industry, right? I need for somebody out of everything I'm saying. And you might have faith in your ability to dance like me. Like I was like, oh, I'm finna out dance everybody. Like that's what's going to get me paid. I don't care how cute I am. I got the ugliest hair in here, but I can dance better than all y'all. That's how I felt. So I have faith in my ability to dance better than everybody. But when you understand that your faith can be shifted and focused on God and he can come through for you too, you won't lose like this. You know what I'm saying? It won't be that much of a loss to you. Because this right here, it's hard. This is hard to watch. It was very activating for me. They're getting rid of the word triggering. But I'm like, this is what people are setting up to do every day. When these clubs are talking about, yeah, man, come over here, come dance over here, come dance over here. That's how your nights look. Go look at them girls, man. Go look at them girls. QC Super Bowl party. Stranded at the airport. Stranded. Google QC Super Bowl party stranded. And watch them girls. And you like, really? And guess what? Sometimes you stranded at work. Because you know what? They don't want to let you leave because you ain't got no bar fee. Some clubs do you like that. Some clubs got you out there asking customers, hey man, let me just get $45 because I ain't making enough to pay my bar fee and they won't let me go home. Think I'm lying? I'm not. They want their money before you leave, and you start getting a tab and they start adding fees on, so you owe money at work. What if you ain't got no money? You going to work to get money, but you can't even go to work because you owe work money? You owe work money. I done seen people have to pay $200 and $300 to work because of a bar fee that went unpaid. So you getting yourself in debt trying to get some money that ain't even there. And you got faith in people who ain't obligated to come in there. It's like when I sold insurance, you know, I'm kind of like, when it was dead, I was like, wow, it's messed up, it's dead. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? Insurance, you got to have insurance. You know what I'm saying? That's by law, they got to have insurance. So somebody going to come in here and get a quote, you know? But people ain't got to go to the strip club. They ain't got to. They go, but guess what? When they get there, they ain't got to pay you. It's not a necessity. That's my point, okay? And nobody is, even when they do show up, they don't have to give you nothing, okay? Especially if you ain't dancing. And then you feel like somebody owe you something because you done put in $300 or $400 that day to dance, and nobody cares, okay? And then you got somebody, a pimp that's sitting back watching all of that, just looking at you. Seeing your frustration, watching your desperation develop and just bubble up, and then he come at you and say, hey, I know how you can make some money. And that's how it starts. Then sex trafficking becomes a part of your life. because you falling for that. You know what? I do need to make this money back. I do need to do this. I do need to do that. And then he started appealing to your vanity. Girl, you know you too cute to be up in here dealing with all this. All these people telling you no. Guess what? Somebody tell you, yeah, but guess what? You're not going to be selling dances. And maybe you're okay with selling your body. Maybe you do it for free. Maybe you do it for the low. Maybe now you help him. You hope he's going to help you learn how to sell it for the high. I don't know. I don't know why you go for it, right? But this is how it starts. Because people are trying to figure out how did sex trafficking start? Nope, everybody not kidnapped. Some people are signing up for this, but not understanding what they're signing up for. Some people are going into this without understanding exactly what it is they're participating in until they're addicted to drugs or until they are in debt to that guy now. Well, I done bought you this, I done bought you that, now you owe me. Okay, well, all you did was buy me a $60 pair of shoes, and you helped me get my bill. I mean, you paid my light bill, but I mean, like, I pay you back. Oh, it ain't never getting even, boo. You're never gonna get even. You can't pay him back. You're in debt to life. And guess what? Not to mention, if he gets you hooked on some drugs, if he give you some drugs, okay, that makes you feel comfortable doing some crazy stuff. Once you feel comfortable doing the crazy stuff because you're on the drugs and you don't understand, guess what? However much it costs for you to get high, that's what you're going to start prostituting for. Okay? First, it started out as him giving you something to ease your mind and ease your pain so that you can easily do whatever you feel like you need to do to get through your night. And then, guess what? Once he got you hooked on them drugs, and this is my day-to-day, y'all. Once you hooked on the drugs, you selling your body for $10. Because all you worry about is the drugs. All you worry about is the fix. All you worry about is the high. Nobody aspires to be strung out on drugs. Nobody wants to be walking the street with half their clothes on, half of them off, talking to themselves and grinding their teeth. Nobody wants to grow up and be that person. But we trying to figure out, how does that start? It starts with you going somewhere, expecting something out of somebody who don't owe you nothing. And then when you don't get it, you're putting yourself at their mercy. And then you expect the person who is benefiting from your desperation to have mercy on you and not take advantage of you. And they will. And then for you to not just stay in a perpetual situation where you're always dependent on them. That's how that go. That's how that go, and it don't stop. That's how that go. That's how that go, period. That's it. I mean, like, it was so surreal to see them girls stuck at the airport like that. Because I've seen people stuck in the dressing room. They're in the same city they live in, can't leave the building. It was triggering. That's never been me. I thank God. Hallelujah. I just, because they don't know what they signed up to do. They didn't know how to do the job when they got there. They just, oh, I'm in here. I'm cute, girl. Yeah, we go out here. You don't even know how to talk to the people. They ain't giving you no money. You don't even know how to talk to them to get no money. And you just hoping that somebody just give you something. Then they start throwing money. Now you just picking up money out and not to mention, let's go back. So you throwing money. You dancing, and they throwing money. You haven't even figured out who gonna get what. Everybody just dancing. It's 10 people dancing, 2 people throwing money. It ain't nothing but $1,000. But you've been dancing for 6 hours. It's supposed to be $10 a song. Do your math. Work your math out. This is where your interpersonal skills come in, where you're talking to people. Hey, guess what? This is what I do. Excuse me, let me tell you something. I don't know her, okay? I don't work with her, and you throwing the money. And that's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and start sweeping mine. This mine right here, right? Because you're paying, so you could tell me who's what, and you could tell her too. Because if she say anything to me and her gonna have a problem. But I'm asking you, I'm gonna have a conversation with you about what you're paying me, and just for the record, like, you ain't got to throw my money like that. Just throw it on this pile. Throw it over here on this pile of money. Matter of fact, I got a bag. Put it in this bag. So whatever you throw over there, that's theirs. But at least I know what's mine. I'm not getting ready to play with y'all. Learn how to communicate. At least know what you're getting. And if you don't have whatever it takes for you to communicate that kind of stuff, you shouldn't be doing it. Because it don't take you getting hostile. You ain't got to fight over no money. And that's the whole nother thing. That's a whole nother source of entertainment for some of these sick people coming in the club trying to get, is they want to watch girls fight over the little money. And when you really get down to it, you've been dancing all day for $150 after you split it with 7 people because you just want to dance and you just want to smile and you just want to be out here. Okay? You want to be cute. You want to have your little photo up your little Instagram. You want to do all that. Okay, $150 for the 6 hours. That ain't going to pay nothing. I mean, I might put gas in my car. It might, you know, there's no money left in 2020. Okay? Mass exodus is real. Mass exodus is about everybody coming out at the same time. Whole situations is shutting down. But I'm going to tell you something. This QC Super Bowl party shut it down for me. That was so proof. There was so much proof in that video. It just depresses me. It depresses me. I'm finna go and find that link, and I'm going to put it in the comments so that y'all can know what I'm talking about. And I went longer than I was supposed to. I went longer than I wanted to. But any young person that's thinking about doing it, I get it. Okay? You know, you got hope. Okay? But put it in something where you can use your brain and you can make sure that somebody can write you a check for it. Like, it's specifically for you. Like, can you do hair? Can you do nails? Do you babysit? You know, I don't know. You like to fly drones? I don't know. Do something. Use a skill that you have to get paid. Okay? Okay? Develop yourself. What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Okay? And figure out that. But don't let somebody just buy your body. And don't feel like just because you pull up and you cute, somebody owe you. Okay? Don't let them do you like that. I'm finna get off of here. All right, I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching and letting me rant. Bye, y'all.